path to getting to the enemy blue to contest it. They're very on form, and there's the aggressive move.
Oh my goodness, that was the flash into the distortion there, as well as the safeguard might actually save his life. Oh my goodness, they both go down. I'm not even sure who got first blood.
The CS completely identical on the lane. Spirits tried to overstay, hits the Q, probably not going to take the resonating strike. He does!
He doesn't pick up the kill there as well with the resonating strike, and mlxg is able to safeguard flash to safety. mlxg up against Spirit and definitely showing that he can contend with the top junglers. As xiye actually going to get very aggressive onto Assassin Spirit. He lands the spear as well, and xiye picks up the kill in the end. Loves to build the Sightstone, so the Sightstone spike in that health is going to be very helpful, but Mystic in a lot of trouble here on the bottom side. Of course, mlxg is going to land a Sonic Wave there as well. Fate's Call is going to save LeyM, and in comes Skye with a massive ultimate. YuZhe forced to use that flash as well as Aluka. He did come through. Whoosh, flashing forward, diving underneath the turret, and the passive going to help him out, escaping from Aluka. The rend is potentially going to be there, but Aluka's going to be fine as xiye. He has found Assassin, but he's very low mana. Beautiful Frozen Tomb, but it's not going to be enough as xiye picks up another one.
Well, doing less damage might be helpful, but hey, if you pass over the kills, it might be relevant. There's the Frozen Tomb.
Yeah, xiye actually going to head back to his distortion, but he's already in the tomb, and mlxg picks up yet another kill. 3.
Disengage CC that she brings as she levels up the Equilibrium Strike is very, very relevant as WorldElite will at least pick up the first dragon of the game. They timed it till the backs had come through.
For Mystic as well to get out from underneath that turret. Spirit has spent a lot of time up here as he lands the spear after that twisted advance, and now continuing the pressure. There's the flash, actually does have the red buff, of course, so the perma slows there, and Spirit locks down the kill onto Skye.
Their high turret damage, given the risk of a siege, is to out-rotate them. And if they can out-rotate a double Sightstone team, that's a significant problem. There's the hook.
Yeah, the descent onto LeyM there as well. Twisted advance from Aluka, but Fate's Call is going to get LeyM to safety. mlxg going to safeguard himself into the backside as Aluka does have a Dark Passage to take if he wants to, but decides not, as xiye able to get a lot of damage onto Wuxx.
There onto LeyM. The previous one actually hit onto Wuxx at near max range, getting them both low. Of course, Wuxx has the bloodthirst, the damage they have.
Yeah, and WorldElite, of course. Oh my goodness, the Frozen Tomb onto Spirit here as well. mlxg comes around, does manage to get the Sonic Wave for the assist, as Aluka is going to have to turn tail and run. They pick up the outer turret in the bottom lane through, and the chain was there as well to help him out.
And the onslaught shots not being available means a big team fight. Ultimate's down.
There's the Death Sentence as well, as mlxg actually going to kick Mystic back, but that's the shutdown on the Lee Sin. And WorldElite just playing so great as a team. And not taking a whole lot of damage, as this inner turret is going to go down very, very low. xiye just hanging out. Death Sentence going to land again. YuZhe so great on this Thresh as the tower does fall down. King looking to start the fight though as Assassin. He's going to fall. Wuxx takes most of that culling as well as WorldElite getting so aggressive. Spirit falls. A double play though in the backside as LeyM just trying to be a menace, but he falls down. mlxg, he's going to respawn. Goes on Aluka, but he's so tanky. The passive doing so much work. Pierce doesn't even find anything as Mystic relentlessly pursues after the Lee Sin. Bending those bullets just a little bit. That wasn't a great movie, to be perfectly honest. Destin's going to land on a LeyM here as well, but it's a really nice Fate's Call to get him to safety. Stop the initiation, but there's Aluka. Twisted advance right onto Skye. Uses the Onslaught of Shadows, but does it to the Death Chamber as LeyM now going to dive into his demise as well. There's a really, really long Twisted advance as Assassin just going to Frozen Tomb himself, but he doesn't have the Zhonya's, so he's going to fall down as well.
Rush down this Baron. Mystic fighting at the back was doing so much damage in that fight with his Snowball Phantom Dancer we just mentioned. Lee Sin's still in the picture. They're looking for a steal.
Yeah, and that was actually very interesting, using the passive there as xiye just to make sure that he's got an extra ward.
If they can at least deny the 3 points. This is a very important victory for WorldElite. They've rushed down the dragon here, King. It looks like they'll have control of it, but WorldElite, they want exit kills.
Yeah, Assassin actually taking a bit of damage here as well. Glacial Path going to get him to safety, but he's away from his team. mlxg might have been caught out. That's a cute little Sonic Wave onto the Scuttler, but I don't know whether he's going to be safe as the Safeguard is still on cooldown. He kicks Spirit out of the fight. Oh, the Spear! He moves into it. There's the max range Spear, takes down the kill, and Wuxx now is forced to run away. Glacial Path going to get Assassin out, but another Spear lands. The flash into the Twisted advance, and Aluka follows up. Oh my goodness, that Death Sentence was so close to Assassin as the Frozen Tomb not even available, and WorldElite If only this was the team that was playing in the last game.
And Spirit, after the really rough early jungling where he was out-jungled by mlxg, hitting every critical spear when it matters, when the game is on the line, they will at least take the inhibitor in this situation. And what is such an important game for playoff standing.
These fights, Skye having the flank though. There's the fear onto Mystic as well, trying to take down the Hecarim, but Skye just gets ripped apart. Assassin looking for the assassination. They do take down Mystic, and there's the Frozen Tomb onto Assassin as well in the backline. Does fall down, but trades his life for xiye there as well. Spirit comes in, just destroys Whoosh, and World Elite now with all of the control in this fight as the kitty cat just mopping the floor of King. The double kill now for Spirit. He's looking for mlxg, lands the spear,
payback
looks for
time.
the bounce. There it is, the kick, the Dragon Rage is there, but Spirit with so much chase potential, he might continue the rush down, but jumps the wrong way, and mlxg might be safe.
You could tell there was a bit of feeling in that duel. Atlas Spirit wants this victory so bad. Happy to trace Lucian out of base. He walks back in though, but even though it's just the tanky Aluka on Maokai and the Thresh, they should be able to break the base, but certainly no inhibitor coming through for World Elite. After that situation, almost complete strangulation, but the fights, they keep going.
Yeah, and Aluka's offered a dark passage, but he doesn't want to get out of the fight right now. The Vengeful Maelstrom is there, as there's the knock-up to come through onto LeyM, but look at Aluka, he is so tanky. mlxg eats that entire... Whoa, Lucian! How was he there? That is not where he wants to be. The takedown from Spirit gonna lock down mlxg, and he finally gets
Flash
his kill.
spear.
Another spear gonna land. LeyM forced to flash. And this could actually be the game as World Elite, they're taking down Nexus turrets. And this has to be off the back of some incredible play from Spirit.
Spirit, Mystic, both of them really stepping up.
YuZhe.
Fight continues.
That is a beautiful death sentence there, as well as Mystic just going to take down a Constellation Nexus turret instead of Skye, who's going to fall down anyway. LeyM relegated to the fountain as the Nexus falls. Beautiful play from World Elite, and they just took over that game from about 15 minutes and never let go.